Hey everybody, hope you're having a great day. I'm going to go over the new announcement, the Infinity War dungeons that are happening. I think it's a permanent addition to the game. I think this Infinity War stuff is just so big that they're announcing an entire game mode about it. And certainly inside the MCOC lore, this whole Thanos with his Infinity Stones is a mega huge event. So I think this is going to be here to stay. It's pretty cool. They announced it right here, and they said, you know, this is going to be a thing where you and one other friend, an alliance mate, or just a friend of yours, and eventually just random people will get to take on some, enemies with some random nodes, some new nodes, a mini boss, and also a main boss. And in order to get some rewards, so you're just going to kind of go through this gauntlet and cash out. So they try to explain what is Infinity Dungeons in the game, but you know what they usually do? They say head over to our forum, and you can learn all about it there. So here we are at the forum. So I go over to this forum here, and I said I've gone over this a few times, so I'll just go over here to Infinity Dungeons is a brand new game mode, and you've never seen anything like this in the contest, and they really mean it. The way this thing is set up, it is completely unique in my opinion. I really love it, and stay tuned. At the end of this video, I'm gonna go over my plans for this. Just in case you don't like to watch the whole video, it's gonna be a Discord server that I haven't really announced it much at all, but it is up and running, and we are going to try and get people in there, and we're gonna try and play this new game mode all together. We're gonna come up with it's all new. We're gonna come up with our own ways to pair off and have these, and I'm gonna try and do these on stream. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm sure a lot of YouTubers are gonna want to do this on stream, so I think this is a perfect timing for me to announce a Discord server. And I'm part of a few other YouTubers Discord servers, and so it's just a good way to announce like what's going on and stuff. Anyway, let's get back to the dungeons. So this dungeon is basically, what do they say here? Dungeons are a cooperative game mode for you and one friend, alliance member, or stranger to play together quickly. You don't have to be alliance mates to play with this new mode together. That is just perfect, and hopefully it's rewarding so that maybe being an alliance is not so necessary anymore. I'm not sure. We'll find out. So what kind of rewards? Infinity Dungeons are your go-to place for dark artifacts. Okay, so this is a new currency, I'm guessing. Score points in Infinity Dungeons to hit daily milestones that grant you dark artifacts that you can exchange for special crystals. You'll also be scoring gold for every room that you finish. Okay, so gold and dark artifacts, and we've already seen, I think dark artifacts and infinity dust might be sort of the same thing. I'm a little confused on that. But it is something else. Check out this screenshot of theirs. This is Dungeon 5. It looks like there's 6 levels of dungeons. 5 is the second highest. 6 is the most difficult. And I can tell by the PIs here that actually, this is just room 1. That Dungeon 6 is gonna be where I'm gonna be starting off for sure. And but based on the champions you bring, you might want to be in different difficulties. So it's going to be pretty interesting. You know, say somebody who wants to do a dungeon with me only has, you know, maybe a few 4-star champions. They mostly have 3-star champions. Well, I can take my own 3-star champions and we'll do dungeon level 3 or 4. And we'll see how far we can get. It's just going to be, I think the way they set this up is actually, on paper, it sounds really fun. So Infinity Dungeons will pit you and your partner against an endless supply of timed dungeon rooms. Each of these rooms will start with a branching path, one path for each of you, so you get to choose who goes where based on the class. You will find 2 possible encounters that link to the mini-boss. So basically you get to decide which links to take down. It's pretty interesting. And it's up to you to take down the link node that you think will aid your partner in their fight. So you can see here that each of you has a mini boss to fight, and each of those mini bosses has 2 nodes on it. So you can remove one of those nodes, and your partner will have to take out the other, the mini boss with the other node. So I love that. I love the strategy in it. They're saying there's gonna be a node, but you can decide which one it is. So between two of them, it seems like. And after you've cleared the mini-boss, you'll be able to take on the boss of the room. If both mini-bosses are defeated, the final boss will use a node that will degenerate their health by 3%. So basically, if you're doing well with whoever you're partnering with, you're basically going to have an easier time at the boss. The boss will lose 3% per second, which is a huge degeneration. I mean, that means this fight will only last 3%, 30 seconds. Yeah, I mean, is that right? 3%? Every 10 seconds they will get rid of 30% of their life. Wow, yeah, so this fight will last a maximum of 30 seconds, and you will heal that entire, so you don't even have to touch them. You will heal every hit you land on them. Okay, so it's kind of like what do you call that? One node lifesteal. In either case, it sounds like if both nodes get done, the boss is pretty easy. But if one node is still active, it's going to be horrible because it will be reverse. So you will have to take the boss out in 30 seconds. And I'm assuming that that's going to be practically impossible. So you really want to make sure that you're partnering with someone that is on an equal level with you, because the difficulties are not, they're going to be, a little mismatched, and you're not going to be able to go as far if you guys aren't, on an even playing field, or you're going to have to go to an easier map. So, and you're going to want to go as far as you can, and you're going to want to communicate and make sure that you guys decide which nodes should be linked and unlinked. So you only have 12 minutes and 30 seconds to clear each room. And some of these things, look at this node, Empathic Lock 3, all Power Lock, Heal Block, and Fate Seal debuffs are automatically shared with the attacker for 10 seconds. Attacker begins the fight with 3 debuffs for 20 seconds. With these debuffs for 20 seconds. Interesting. Very interesting. Link Enhanced. Okay, I see what's going on here. So this is just so that you... this is what they're talking about. The attacker regenerates 1% every hit, and then the defender degenerates. So you can get some health back as you make your way to the next room. So this is cool. They tell us that every day the Infinity Dungeons will feature 2 classes. So basically, you're like, okay, well, maybe I'll bring some Cosmic Champions. You can bring some Skill Champions, and we'll sort of tag team these rooms. I'll take the tech side, you take the science side, and you can sort of strategize that way. Although I have a feeling because they're letting you take 3 champions, the Holy Trinity is going to be pretty popular here. So the buffs, they say, are random, just like MCOC's lab, but you're not going to be able to re-roll them, which I think I can see some people complaining about. But it's the problem with MCOC's lab and the re-rolling was always that multiple buffs or nodes stacked together kind of made it impossible sometimes. But there's only going to be one node that you're going to have to deal with, so I'm not too worried about the non-re-rolling aspect. And to be honest, those re-roll tickets and the selling of them, and it's just silly. It's not worth it. I'm glad that they set it up this way. But anyway, when you defeat the boss, you're going to get a choice. Do you want to conclude the dungeon, get your points, and get out, or do you want to start the next room? And this is where I think it's really cool, because if you lose, then you get the points you get, but you don't get any rewards. But if you exit, you kind of cash out like at the casino. So you don't want to quit while you're ahead. You definitely don't want to get in a position where you can't go any longer, although I'm pretty sure on the first few days, we're all going to do that. We're just going to push as far as we can and see what happens. But yeah, you still get the points, and those points go towards the milestones and everything. And they've given you this little chat room where you can talk to whoever you're playing with. Do you want to go to the next room? What do you want to do? And I have a feeling we're all going to be doing this online as well. But it is important, because they're timed, to make sure that you sort of make this decision quickly. So if you plan on doing any healing, one of the things that they did also announce is that you're going to be using a specific type of potion that is only available for this game mode. So now we're going to have regular potions and revives, but then we're going to have alliance potions and revives, and we're going to have dungeon potions and revives. Great. That's annoying. It's okay though. I can see why they didn't want to do that, because they might not sell these for units. They might sell them for a different way, and maybe they didn't want the whales just going nuts on this and then pulling ahead. Maybe they will offer these for units later. They could just be also thinking, this is another revenue stream for us. We might be able to sell some more of these, which, I mean, to be fair, it's an entirely new game mode, so it's not completely... I kind of get it, and I also like the idea that my alliance potions and revives are not going to be sucked away. I need them for Alliance War. I'm not just going to be sucking them away and then having to buy more of them, for Alliance War. So I can do everything I'm doing now plus this. So I kind of like that. So I'm a little torn on that, but anyway, cashing out. They say once you're satisfied with your progress, and most likely that'll actually mean once you think you can go no longer, or or it says maybe one of you has to go make dinner. That's definitely going to happen. You'll want to choose to claim your rewards and exit. The bonus points you earn can only be claimed by concluding your dungeon session. If you're unable to complete a dungeon room you have entered, you will walk away with all the points you earned, but not that bonus for completing. So. Yeah, that seems to be the majority of this thing. There's a few other things that we'll go over. If you're not ready to call it quits, they say, but fail to be able to clear, you won't receive as many points. Yeah, we've been over this. So take me back to the start. Now, this looks like the screen that we're going to have access to. I like the screen a lot. You're going to see your team, and then you're going to see your alliance mates team. It seems like there's going to be some heavy two-way interaction here. I'm hoping that their servers hold up to it. That would be unfortunate if not, but you can sort of invite, go to your friends list and invite. This find a partner button is going to be disabled at least for a few weeks, they said, and eventually it'll come back on, and then you'll be able to do random. I'm not sure if this list will include friends and alliance mates, or are basically like, are your alliance mates and friends going to be separated? Are we going to get 30 plus the 50 friends that they're allowing us, or is it really only your alliance mates 30 plus 20 more friends? I'm not sure how that's going to be yet. So friends list might be a little flexible in the first few weeks while we're all trying to just have fun playing with as many people as we can. But, oh, and all of your alliance mates on the screen. So there you go. So we'll have 80 people on the screen, which will be really nice. When you send an invite, they will receive an invitation. You can see right here, you have a dungeon invitation. You can just hit that check button and go right into it. And then you're going to pick your team. It tells you the classes you're going to be up against. It looks like they've thought of everything. The quality of life on this whole system seems pretty good so far. I know I'm talking really fast, guys, but it's because I'm pretty excited, and I want to keep this video short. It's already 12 minutes in, and I have more to talk about because I want to get to Discord. So they say eventually that you'll be able to do this by yourself, not by yourself, but with a random partner. And they've introduced this quick chat system. If you've played other games, I think some of them have these quick chat systems. They just say basically some generic phrases that might be useful. I think I'm personally going to try and do a lot of this over Discord via voice. So we'll just be talking. That'll be a lot easier. And then they have these refreshers. So take a breather. I'm glad that they have these. 5-star champions take 40 hours or 70 units, 6 stars 70 hours. This is fine. Like, I know people are going to complain that there's not enough time there's too long of a refresh time, but if you think about it, we got all this other stuff to do, guys. Arena is not going anywhere. You got to do Arena still. Got to do Alliance War, Alliance Quest, the monthly quests. To just throw your 5 stars in there, 40 hours. I mean, that's once every 3 days? No, 2. That's only once every 2 days. And these take a long time. These aren't arena fights. I mean, this is a multiplayer. I mean, I almost wish it was longer just so I wouldn't have to worry about it so much. But yeah, it's good that we'll be able to get through them. I think the refresh time's fine. And it's going to be a lot of playing time. Like the amount of hours we're all going to spend in this game has just gone up, which that's not healthy for everybody, especially not me. I already spend way too much time playing this game. And so here's another screenshot of what the score is going to look like. You've got your milestones, you've got a room completed, and that's what it's going to look like. So they've talked about adding the friends list, increased it. They've done a little video. Everyone should go check this out. I'll try and link that in the description and check it out because they do a pretty good job of explaining it. I watched that video a couple times before jumping on to OBS to record this. So oh, there's Reddit. I must have accidentally hit back, but that brings us into a little segue to get to Discord. So in order to facilitate playing with everybody, I really want to play with as many people as possible, and I'm actually so happy that I have a YouTube channel and people who are willing to play this game with me, and it's going to be so much fun. But I do have a Discord, and we've used it for, doing some live stream commentating and stuff. And Dom Hyrule has been in a few of my live streams, and it seems like a pretty good guy. And he volunteered actually to get started in the Discord. He asked me what was the Discord server. I said, hey, here it is. Here's the link. Nobody's been invited yet. You're the only one, except for a few of my alliance mate. We got Dorito Vid and CTJ in here. But Dom is right now, he is the best and only mod, and he's got a lot of powers in the Discord server right now. And any other people who join up, if you are like an expert in Discord and setting up servers, feel free to just let me know, private message me, and maybe we can make you a mod. We're probably going to need a few, but not too many. And just because I have no idea what I'm doing in Discord. All I know is it's very cool for getting groups of people together and coordinating, and this is the perfect time to do that with the whole alliance Infinity Dungeons going on. So we're gonna wanna get everybody together in one place, and I'm gonna have to create tons of channels over here. I'm thinking we can have rooms for different live channels. So maybe we can get a few commentators going for different events that I don't know. My mind is racing. I think it's best if we all just explore this together. So come on, join the Discord, and let's all type out our messages. Maybe we can do some big group calls, and maybe think about what kind of competitions we want to have, what kind of live streaming events we want to have. We can get with other YouTubers. I know Cade's got his Discord over here. The UMCOC podcast has theirs. Mr. Buzzer over here. I'm not part of a lot of Discords, but I don't even know if I'm saying that right, if the jargon's right. But I'm not part of a lot of Discords, but I'm trying to get more involved in it, and I'm starting to see how powerful it can be for organizing teams and stuff. So I think this is just the perfect time with this whole dungeon thing going on to get this out there. So I will be member list. I will be posting a link in the description here in order to get onto the Discord. Dom saying awesome, can't wait. How long? I'm gonna have to ask him right after this video. How do I get a link so that he can get in here, so that I can invite people in, and I will paste that in the description, guys. I'm sorry I'm such a noob with this, but I'm glad I know people who are a lot more skilled in it than I am. But anyway, that is it for today. Sorry this video took so long. I'm also going to put a comment there to pin it towards the end for the Discord stuff, because that's really the main message I wanted to get out. But I just got stuck talking about the Infinity Dungeons, which are just so cool. I'm so happy. I'm so excited for them. This is going to be so much fun. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to mention, I don't know where... let's go back to this forum post here. I don't know if they show it, but the rewards are like crystals, like 5-star crystals. You can get like some pretty sweet rewards here. So those are no joke either. But anyway, come on down, and we'll see you soon, guys. I hope you have a great rest of the day, and take care.